The Betelgeuse. That's how I pronounce it anyway, Betelgeuse. The original preferred pronunciation for the word was Betelgeuse, later becoming Betelgeuse, although it sounds like Beetlejuice, that ain't right. So the preferred pronunciation now is Betelgeuse. Others in game have given it the nickname of Betelgeuse, so multiple heavies equipped with this weapon should be called Betelgeuse, right? I'm going to stick with Betelgeuse for this one. As with a lot of Vanu weaponry, this weapon is named after a star, this one being part of the constellation Orion. Okay, enough of the nerd stuff. The Betelgeuse is a directive reward for getting the Araxian medal on the 5 LMGs with the heavy assault class. I used the Orion, the Pulsar LSW, the Flare, the Polaris and the SVA-88. The Betelgeuse has a fierce reputation for being OP, and has received a few nerfs over its lifetime. So the question now being asked by many players who haven't unlocked it yet will probably be, is it still worth getting? Built upon the original Orion, sharing fire rate, damage, time to kill, etc., the differences with the Betelgeuse are it has no option of a forward grip, therefore the Orion will always be the more accurate weapon when used with a grip and feel easier to use for most players. The Betelgeuse, simply put, is a less accurate version with infinite ammo. Yes, infinite ammo, that is the draw. If you can use this weapon correctly, it's unstoppable. Unlike the TR Directive weapon, the T9A Butcher, you'll find with the Betelgeuse that this is not a suppression weapon at all. Holding down the trigger for too long, approximately 50 rounds, will overheat it, and you don't want to overheat it. It takes a fairly long time to cool down. If you do happen to accidentally overheat it though, you can switch to your sidearm or launcher for the time being and it will cool off in the meantime. With the Orion, you could get away with holding down the trigger, but the Betelgeuse, because of the heat mechanic and lack of forward grip, is best used with accuracy, bursting 3 to 6 shots, always aiming for the head, within a maximum of 30 meter range, maybe allowing some of the recoil to kick up from the body to the head. Out past that, especially with the minimum damage being low, it's best to use cover and move up on your target. With a max of 30 meters being our target range to use this weapon in, I equipped a 1x reflex sight. Hipfire is also pretty good, so don't be afraid to fire it from the hip when enemies get too close. So that pretty much sums up all the stats and how to use it. But do I recommend getting the Betelgeuse? Well, it's not as good as it used to be, that is for sure, but it's still a great weapon and I think worth the effort. As always with directed weapons, they're based off the standard weapon. In this case, with it being the Orion, the Betelgeuse was bound to be pretty good. The Orion is the best CQC LMG that Vanu have, whereas the TR and NC have directive weapons based off what you could say are lesser weapons in this row. The Betelgeuse is still the best farming weapon in the game. This of course making it a favourite for a lot of VS players. If you jump into game right now and face VS, then you are definitely going to get killed by the Betelgeuse at some point. I would say within 20 minutes. You might even go to a base where you see nothing but Betelgeuse heavies. Yeah, there's one. Yeah, there's another one. Why is this? Is it because the weapon's OP? Well, legend has it, the Betelgeuse wiped out the dinosaurs. No. With my experience playing every faction, with each of the directive LMGs, I would say no. Ask me, is it because the weapon is enjoyable to use? Then I would say yes. No need for ammo with a fantastic cooldown mechanic, whilst also being very effective in most situations, is what makes this weapon a true directive reward. This, simply put, is a weapon that is fun to use. That's the review, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you have, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe for more reviews, updates, tutorials and gameplay. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.
right, yes. If you go close, 1 or 3 times, yes.
Spotted a hostile medic.
Scumbag.
Stay alert, enemy heavy nearby. I require repair. I can repair that. I mean, you're
Double kill. Dominating. Triple kill. Multi-kill.
spotted a hostile medic.
Mega kill.
Oh, 11 is back.